Hello kids, how are you? I hope you all are good. Today we'll start with a new chapter, chapter 6, begin with small basic. So we know that we need a program on which a computer works. So the language the computer understands, they are the programming language. So small basic is one of them. So we'll see what is small basic. It contains a bunch of statements. So we'll see what is small basic. Small basic has a bunch of statements which work together to make the statement fulfill and to make a mathematical array to prove the conditions, statements and so many things we'll see in this language today. So let's begin with small basic. Features of small basic. Starting small basic, parts of small basic windows, writing a small basic program, saving a program, executing a program, sharing program, elements of small basic. Let's just start the chapter.
Come, I will teach you. I want to learn about small basic. A program is a set of instructions for the computer. These instructions tell the computer precisely what to do, and the computer always follows these instructions just like people. Computers can only follow instructions if specified in a language they can understand. These are called programming languages. There are many languages that the computer can understand, and small basic is one of them. Small basic. A small basic program consists of a bunch of statements. Every line of the program represents a statement, and every statement is an instruction for the computer. When we ask the computer to execute a small basic program, it takes the program and reads the first statement. It understands what we are trying to say and then executes our instruction. Once it's done executing our first statement, it comes back to the program and reads to execute the second line. It continues to do so until it reaches to the end of the program. That is when our program finishes. Features of small basic. Easy to use, integrated development environment. Response to mouse and keyboard actions. Button and text box controls. Full array of mathematical, string handling and graphics functions. Can easily work arrays. Sequential file support. Starting small basic. Type small basic in the search box. Click on the small basic in the list appeared. The small basic screen will appear on the monitor. Parts of small basic window. Title bar. Toolbar. Help area. Editor. Writing a small basic program. Click inside the editor window. Observe that line number 1 is already indicated there. Start typing the program at this point. While typing program code, a pop-up window appears called IntelliNs. It contains a list of commands that you can use. You can select the appropriate command by navigating through the list with the help of up and down arrow keys and then press Enter key to insert the highlighted command in the program. After typing the code on line 1, press the Enter key. Line number gets incremented to 2. Similarly, type rest of the code on subsequent line numbers. As you type, the help area provides you with useful information relevant to the code you are using. Saving a program. Click on the Save button in the file group. The dialog box appears. Choose the location where you want to save the file. Give a meaningful name to your program in the File Name text box and press the Save button. The file will be saved with the extension .smallbasic or .sb. Executing a program. Click on the Run button on the toolbar or press the F5 function key. The command window showing the output will appear. Sharing a program. A dialog box appears that contains a program ID and a link. You can either provide the ID number or the link to the people with whom you want to share the program. To view and run a published program on another system, click on the Import button in the web group and type the program ID in the dialog box as prompted. Click OK and the code will be loaded into your editor. You can also share your program by opening the link in a browser. Elements of small basic. Constants. Constants are the data or values that cannot be changed in a program. Based on the type of data stored, a constant can be of numeric or string type. Numeric constant. A numeric constant includes the digits 0 to 9 with or without a decimal point. It can be a positive or a negative number. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division operators can be performed on such constants. For example, 1234, 56.43 and 12.6 are few numeric constants. String constant. A string constant is a sequence of characters belong to the small basic character set. For example, I am an Indian. Every computer language uses digits, characters and special symbols that form its character set. A string constant include numbers, letters or special characters enclosed within double quotes. For example, this is a string constant, 123 Rani Bagh and plus 919 to 8944 to 69 are few string constants. Variables. A variable is a container or a memo for a value in many programming languages. A variable contains number or string. A constant number or string cannot be changed, but a variable can be changed. So, important point is that you can generalize your code by using variables. For example, following program can only calculate 1 plus 1. Rules for naming variables. Variables have names associated with them, and that's how you identify them. There are certain simple rules and some really good guidelines for naming these variables. They are: the name should start with a letter and should not collide with any of the keywords like if, for, then, etc. A name can contain any combination of letters, digits and underscores. It is useful to name variables meaningfully. Since variables can be as long as you want, use variable names to describe their intent. Operators and expressions. Operators are symbols to express an operation. There are three types of operators: arithmetic, comparison, and logical. An expression combines operators and operands. An expression having arithmetic operators will result in a numeric value. The comparison and logical operators in an expression will result in a true or false value. Object, property, and method. An object is the fundamental building block of small basic. Text window is an object, i.e., it is a window that displays the output of a program. Small basic has a number of such objects. Objects have both properties and methods. A property describes the object. A method is an action that the object can perform. A method essentially refers to the command you give. For example, write and writeLine are methods of the text window object in small basic. Statements. The statements in a program specify an action to be taken only when a condition is met. Once the condition is satisfied, the execution stops. Let us discuss the different forms of branching statements available in small basic. If-then. If-then statement is the most basic type of branching statement. It is used to take decisions based on the comparisons. It checks only the true condition of the program and comes to an end. If-then else. If-then else is another form of branching statement and is also called bidirectional decision-making statement. If the condition given after if is true, statements specified after then are executed. But if the condition is false, the statements following else are executed. If-else ladder. If you want to check multiple conditions in a program, you can add multiple else statements in it. If-else ladder provides a compact way to make multiple tests on a condition. In an if-else ladder, statements inside an else block are executed only when all the conditions that come before it in the ladder are false. When any condition is true, the statements associated with that condition are executed and the program moves to the first statement after end if. Go-to. Go-to statement can jump anywhere to a labeled place in the program. The label is written with colons such as start. In the following example, the program checks input text, and if it is Y or N then shows true or false, Otherwise, input text again would go to statement in line 10.